Hey, this is Cloud Strife checking in. Strife of Valley Baby Future. I'm rocking with Respect the Vibe right now. We in a real intimate setting right now. You know what I'm saying? Dim lights on some Luther Vandross, Barry White shit right now. You know what I mean? I'm Brian and Boynton. Grew up in Boynton for the most part. Um, Delray, a lot of places. Atlanta too. I spent like a lot of my time in Atlanta growing up because I got family up there. So I was moving back and forth, like summertime, wintertime. That's pretty much like where I get my style from and all that. Just shifting back and forth. East side, that's like zone 6, and then south side, the flats in Atlanta. Boynton, I was on Seacrest growing up at my grandma's house. Growing up, my brother, he used to make beats on FL when I was growing up, like in the kitchen at my mama's house. That's like my earliest memory of it. My mom too, she used to play the piano like in the church when I was growing up too. Like she used to be a music teacher. So my brother was like the main one. I would just sit back and be a sponge. I never knew I would do music. I was just always soaking up like what I was just surrounded by. So by the time I got of age to start doing it, like every other kid, just play around with it. And then I don't know, I guess I found my passion. Like it's like my therapy. So I would just take bits and pieces of what he was doing and just put it in my own way and just like carry the torch after him. But that's pretty much like where I got my start from, like just watching him make beats on like an old PC. Like NFL wasn't even a thing back then. That's like early 2000s, around that time. I think I was like in elementary or something. It was a different time back then. We came a long way now. He wound up becoming bigger than I thought he would be, so he started like really becoming like a master of it. Like so he started using Pro Tools. And he was an engineer and a singer too, so he was flowing around the city or whatever. And then like I started picking up on it. So like when I was in high school, I got this internship at this studio, and I was just interning, like just picking up stuff, like working at a desk or whatever. But then he wound up getting his own studio. So this one summer I interned there, and I was engineering before I went to college, and I was just working like from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. every day. But it didn't mean nothing to me because I was just hungry and I was just grateful to be there. I didn't realize like how much I was picking up on it. And like I just took it. I wasn't even rapping yet still. I was still just producing and engineering. Like I didn't even really want to be a rapper like that. I just wanted to make hard ass beats. That's like summer 2014. Like around June or something like that. I was doing it for about a month, maybe a month and a half, right before I went to school. I don't know, one day it just shifted into something else. I only wanted to, my friends, they didn't really like the music that was coming out at the time, and I was caught in my situation, so I don't know, I felt like I talked about what they wanted to hear. Plus it was coming from an authentic place, an authentic background, so I just started doing it. And like, I don't know, it just caught on out of nowhere. I didn't think it would. I was just doing it, trying to make the best music possible, because I'm only doing it for the art. That's all I care about. Other than that, it really don't mean much to me. And it's more of like a therapy thing now. So just trying to make the best art possible. I had an engineering situation in LA that I got hired for downtown LA, making like $10 an hour. But I was just so hungry. I was like, because I didn't want to be in school anymore, because I knew more than the professor. And they were just like, you should not be here. So I just felt I wasted my time. So I wound up getting caught up in the situation. And then 2015, it's whatever. Honestly, I'm actually glad I did, because it woke me up into doing something I wanted to do. So when I was sitting in my cell, I was just thinking about what I was finna do and I was finna get out of it. Because when I got out, I was just like, I'm finna come back and I'm gonna do this song. I did it with Jordan, my cousin. And then he didn't believe me, and then I did it, he heard it. And then like right after that, I think we might have did Cool and Smoking Chiefin' after that. And that's when like shit started to catch on, and I started working on my first tape. And yeah, that's pretty much where it started. That's like 26. That's late 2015, like the end of the year, going into 2016. Right around the time I met you. Yeah, I didn't even know too, cause I did it when we did that song. I was finna go to a party that he had got hired for to shoot, and I had someone coming to pick me up, and he left the house right before I did, and I had the beat. I made the beat and I played it for him, and he was like, "Nah, I gotta get on this right now." Da 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 da. So he did the hook, and then he did his verse, and then I was like, "Yeah, nah, I can't let you leave without doing something." So I just laid it down. We did it in like 30 minutes, and then it just next thing I know, he was like, "Yo, I got a show for you." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Word." I didn't know it was gonna come out of that. We was just making music at that time. It was kind of crazy though. Y'all know the video was kind of crazy. It was just a one take on his grandma block. We did it in like 20 minutes. It was just a one shot all the way through. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get it. He was just like, "Yo, no, we gonna do one shot the whole way through. We gonna walk this whole block and come back." And it came out pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people really like that song still to this day, which is kind of crazy. When I look back at that song, it's like, damn, I could think about everything that happened like that year. Because that was a big year. That was when I first dropped my first mixtape that year. So right after we did Cool and Smoking Chiefin', I was still recording in my house because I record myself. And so like, I would be going back and forth to Jordan's house all the time. And we had this studio me and him was running on Lake Worth too. So we would record there sometimes too. But for the most part, it was always at his house. So that's why I did like Purple Rain and like Boss Up and all that stuff. Like I was doing it at his crib or coming back to my crib and recording some stuff and bringing it back to him and play it for him. And like we made that mixtape in like, I don't know, like a couple months or so maybe. Because it was all motion. It was just going. We wasn't thinking about anything but just the music. That's it. It was just, I don't know, stuck in tunnel vision. Wasn't thinking about anything, which is nice because now that I look back at it, it's kind of crazy. But it was a good time. And I don't know, after the mixtape drop, shit just started flowing after that. Like, people started knowing who I was out of nowhere. And I wasn't really used to that because I'm always used to being in the back, just chilling. And then I kind of got pushed towards the front. So that was like a learning experience for me. Because to me, he's better than me. Like, I think Jordan's way better than me to this day. So like, for that to happen, it was just, I don't know, it was just real nice. I think I was in the 10th grade, because he's a grade higher than me. He was in the 11th. Through a mutual friend. And I don't know, we just clicked once we met. Like me, him, Aegis, another one of my big homies, like 24 Karat. Like, we were all clicked up in high school. And he was rapping then, and I was barely making beats then. Like, I really didn't care about it like that at the time. But to me, he was hard then. So like, I don't know, we just clicked. Not even on our music shit either. We just all had the same interests, dressed the same, wanted to be like everything. Like, I don't know, it was just mutual. And we've been friends ever since. We brothers now, but that was a long time ago too. That was like 2010. So we've been friends for like over 10 years. Bro, pretty much, it was really a trial and error kinda. But I feel like I had a cheat code, cause them boys was really like on that musically. So, and plus my brother too. So like, I was just soaking it up like the golden child. Like, I had a piece to take here, a piece to take there, a piece to take there, and just like making it to my own. And even through like the influences and stuff. So it was just, I don't know, them boys just they had it. And like, they were just like, yo, here, like, do it, like, take it. Because they be like my biggest supporters. They be telling me like, bro, like, you know, you need to keep going, you need to keep going, you need to drop. Because I don't be dropping like that like I used to. But it's definitely all them. Right now, I'm in a great place musically. I just dropped From the South Side with Love this year, and I've been holding that since like 2021. Right now, I'm working on. I just finished the tape a while ago called Cold Blue 2. I'm gonna drop that real soon. I'm really excited about that because it's like my favorite music is like what I'm working on at the moment. So that one I'm really excited for. I'm about to get back in the studio probably like this week and start working on the next one. But it's Cold Blue 2 right now. It's gonna be 6 songs, 6 perfect songs. I wanted to make it like unskippable. I didn't want nobody to skip anything. I just want you to press play and just let it rock out. Everybody gonna have their favorite tracks, but it was like more of like a final form of who I want to like be or who I am right now or what lane I'm going in as far as like maybe not lyrics wise because I have like my other lanes from my other tapes that I could do, but it's just like what I'm doing right now. This is like Cloud Strife right now in like 6 songs, like spiritually and like mindset and like drip and all that stuff for what I'm doing when I'm outside. That's pretty much what it is and like what it embodies of like who I am when I step outside. Yeah, so yeah, the production is all me, for the most part. I might have worked with a couple other people on a couple beats, but it's still me, like pretty much. They might have had like an idea of something I should do and I just put it in. But for the most part, I make all my own beats unless Jordan give me something or like Aegis or 24 Karat. But my last few projects, I'll make all my own stuff. I engineered it myself. I write my own stuff. Did my own artwork. No features. Like I'm really on my Pluto Monster shit right now. I don't want no features on my shit, so that's pretty much where I'm at with it right now. Musically, growing up, yay, for sure. I'm a huge Ryan Leslie fan. Timberland, and I'm even probably more than them growing up is Lil B, because honestly, if it wasn't for Lil B, I wouldn't be rapping right now. There's other people too, but I feel like those are like the most closest to me to like maybe like that whole combination is like who you get right here, like, cause I'm not like just a rapper or whatever. I feel like I'm an artist because I do everything. So I think that's pretty much the most like that impact me the most. Like outside of like Dom and Nip, but those are like my favorite rappers and like Pluto and them. But musically wise, growing up it was them for sure. I'm definitely like music number 1 because it hasn't been like that for a while because I always had my feet like and other stuff because I be modeling sometimes. I kind of took a step back from that and just to focus on music because I want to make like the best music possible because I'm really just trying to like put people on alert like that I click is like nothing to be played with type shit, like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's a whole lane for everyone and I just feel like my lane is just minds and like I can just go as far as I want to go in it. Yeah, I mean like down the line I just want all my people that I'm clicked over to be in a better place, like mentally, like financially, you know. I just want to take everyone that's close to me with me as far as I can take it. There's really like no limit on that I got set in my mind, like how far I can take it. I have an idea, but I won't know until I get there. So like I just want to take everyone that's with me to like that place where I know that we all should be at. You know what I mean? Out of here for sure. I love this city. Like it got my heart still. And like I'm still gonna be here, but I want us to get to like a peaceful place. You know what I mean? Because everybody know that peace right now, whether it's mentally or financially or spiritually, you know. But we're gonna get there. It might take some time. We still on plan A, we don't got a plan B. You know what I mean? So that's where we at with it. Peace is like where you're at mentally. So like even if you're in the worst situation, if you're still at peace with yourself and you know where you're going, you'll be okay. Now if you try to rush stuff or try to like dip in this wrong like things when you're not supposed to, the world will let you know. Like, so a lot of my people, like, some of them are in great places right now, but they can go further and they might get complacent. So the goal is to just, further their goals, or like at least get them to a place where they see it mentally, because like they might be in a good situation right now, but that good situation ain't gonna always be. So you gotta plan ahead. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much where I want to take it right now. I want to go to Tokyo for sure. I always like had a dream about living there for like 6 months to a year. I always wanted to go there. I definitely want to go to LA one time just so I could see the Nip Memorial or whatever, because he's very special to me. I do want to go back to Atlanta because I love Atlanta. It's like my favorite city on earth. I definitely want to see Santorini for sure, because that place looks so beautiful to me. And like, I don't know, I just feel like that would be a vibe for real. Fashion wise, Ye definitely did, like in that 2012, 2013 Tumblr era. Like, he definitely did. Back then, ASAP did too. Like, Space Ghost for sure. That's why I wear like a lot of all black now. But really, I'm just dressing like how I wanted to dress when I was in high school, but just couldn't afford it. I wanted to wear this shit. So like, my mom couldn't afford it, so when I finally got some money, I just started wearing it. So I really don't put on a whole bunch of stuff to like be flashy or whatever. I just dress like how I feel inside. So like, all black is really just how I feel for the most part. I don't really go too crazy unless it's with the shoes. And yeah, that's how I really keep it. You gotta stay true to yourself. Don't try to like be different, because everyone's trying to be different. I know that's probably been said before, but stay true to yourself and what you feel is true to you. Don't get caught up with what everybody else is doing, especially on the internet, because the internet is not a real place. It is not real. What matters is what's in real life. And if people rock with you in real life, don't worry about what the internet say. And that's like the truest thing I can ever say. It don't cost nothing to keep it real. Nothing. Not $1 or a dime. That's the realest thing I can say, because everybody's lost most of the time out here now. So you just gotta keep the ones that you know is real to you, and just leave all the other stuff out here. And that's it. Shout out to Respect the Vibe. He always been a cool one, every single time, and a real one. Ever since I met him when I first started rapping in 2016. Still going, still the same nigga since I met him the first time. Talked the same way too. And he's still going. We still here. Nothing really changed but the music. That's how we gonna keep it.